Getting our first look tonight at designs for a massive renovation plan in downtown St. Paul. Mayor Kali Herr and the Minnesota Wild are proposing a $600 million overhaul for Grand Casino Arena, Roy Wilkins Auditorium, and the River Center. But how they'll pay for it is still up in the air right now. Gordon Severson joins us live with an update. Gordon?
Yeah, the Wild and city leaders have been talking about these renovations for years, and the roadblock has always been funding from the Minnesota legislature. And after 3 years of trying, Wild owner Craig Leopold believes this is the most momentum that they've ever had. So he is hopeful that a deal will go through.
It will be huge for this street.
When there's a big event at Grand Casino Arena, you can see the excitement on the street.
On event days, the street is filled with people.
Kathy Gosger is the general manager at Tom Reed's down the street. She says businesses in this area live and die with the arena, and she can't imagine what would happen if it ever went away.
There would be a lot of businesses lost. A lot of employees without jobs.
She is relieved to see the city and the Wild's new plan to renovate the arena and to keep the team in St. Paul.
I feel pretty good.
Wild owner Craig Leopold says the $600 million project also includes renovations to the River Center and Roy Wilkins Auditorium. And the renovation would include new public gathering spaces, larger concourses, and an indoor-outdoor patio, along with less glamorous upgrades behind the scenes.
Things that we rely on, like bathrooms, escalators, concourses, HVAC, internet systems.
The Wild and the city are each willing to invest $162 million for the first phase of the project, and they're asking the state legislature to chip in $200 million.
This is our city's downtown. But as the state capital, it is our state's downtown.
St. Paul Mayor Kali Herr says she is cautiously optimistic the funding will go through because she argues they have already scaled down the project from $1 billion, so there isn't much room left to save money.
Well, we have a plan B. It's not ideal, but I mean, that's not something that maybe we're ready to have a public conversation on.
Whatever it takes, Gosger says the revitalization of St. Paul depends on it.
When you bring that many people downtown, our city is safer, it's cleaner. Who wants to be around a city that's just tired and empty?
Mayor Herr says that this project will not raise property taxes here in St. Paul because the city's portion is coming from a half-cent sales tax that is already in place. And right now there really isn't a timeline for construction because it all depends on what happens at the state capitol.
All right. Thank you, Gordon.